Hi, welcome back to Inside Homes. Today we're in the Punggol area and we're going to be showing you a 5-room flat. This one's really great. It's renovated and designed in this really welcoming and cozy style. Let's go take a look at the unit now. Okay, here we are in the unit. What we'll be showing you today is a renovated 5-room flat. This unit is 1216 square feet and the owners have lovingly put in about 50k worth of renovation into this house. What we really love about this space is that the design concept and the materials used really give the home a very warm and welcoming feel, as well as having tons of space with storage built throughout the house, which is something I think every family can appreciate. Right now in the living room, and I'm going to show you a couple of things in the living room that we really like. So for example, the first thing you'll notice when you walk in the door is this privacy screen. It's been very intelligently designed because you have storage on both sides. So in the front you have shoe racks as well as drawers below, whereas on the other side you have these lovely bookcases that are built into it, which also serves as a nice display. One of the things as we move into the living room you'll notice is that I really like the fact that there are so many bookshelves in here. As someone that reads a lot, I would love to have a place where I can display all my books, which also serves as a form of decorating your living room and showing a little bit of your personality to your guests as well. One of the things in the living room that I really like is this feature wall behind me. So the feature wall is interesting because it not only serves as a design element, but it also has practical use as well. It's a space where you can display all your books and pictures and little things that interest you, but also in doing so, it gives the house a lot of character because all of the design elements are very personal. You'll also notice that there's a large playpen next to me because the owners have 2 small children, but this really helps to emphasize the size of the unit because we have that large dining set, we have a play area, and we have this gorgeous sofa over here, which can all very comfortably fit into this space. So once again, this speaks to the really large open floor plan that 5-room units have, and once again speaks to the ability to really entertain. If you don't need this playpen area anymore, I can totally see this space being reoriented, maybe with the table being adjusted in a different way, having a much larger second sofa, a smaller coffee table. You know, there are a lot of options that you can use with this space. One of the other things you may notice is that the color schemes used in this house really help to emphasize that idea of being warm and welcoming. Where we can see that is in the fact that this grey sofa, for example, matches the grey wall and the grey accents on that privacy screen, as well as all the wood accents that you'll see in the storage, in the feature wall, and even on this bay window area. So this bay window lines this entire wall, and the wood accents here really help once again to tie in the aesthetics of the entire house. And it's also a nice place to just sit, chill, maybe read a book. And behind me, once again, you have another small bookshelf. So once again, displaying the things you love really helps to give the house character in a very unique way. Now let's go take a look at the kitchen. As we move into the kitchen, I'll point out some of the design choices that the owners have made. So the owners really enjoy having people over. So, I mean, obviously before COVID, they would have parties and people would come over. So the idea would be to have a space that would serve that. But the other thing is that they also have 2 young children, so they need a lot of storage as well. So one of the things you'll notice in the kitchen is that the owners designed this dry kitchen area. So this is cool because it serves as a bar area where people can sit and have drinks if adult guests come over, but it also serves as a workspace for when the parents have to prepare meals for their kids and all that. So this space also has tons of storage that's built in over here. So it's both aesthetically pleasing because it helps separate the kitchen from the dry kitchen and the wet kitchen, but also has tons of storage, so it's super practical. Let's head into the kitchen and take a look at more. So now you can see that on the other side of the counter, there's plenty of storage space over here, as well as even a built-in wine fridge. So it's very interesting because typically a 5-room flat does not have this much kitchen space dedicated to it. So over here you have all of this workspace as well as additional workspace inside the wet kitchen itself. If we head further into the dry kitchen, you'll see that on this side there's even more storage as well as more countertop space for other kitchen tasks. You also see that the owners have worked in more displays over here. So once again, displays are interesting because they help to provide storage, but they're also a way to kind of serve as decorative elements. Behind me, we're going to head into the wet kitchen. As we move into the wet kitchen, you'll see that there's this glass door here as well, which you can close if you want to do some heavy cooking. The wet kitchen itself is also very well designed and very well served. You've got tons of countertop space for work tasks over here and on the other side, as well as built-in storage on both sides of the kitchen. So all of this storage really is a great place to keep all of your pots and pans, plates and stuff like that. Storage below as well. So on the right over here, you have 3 burners, 2 of which are induction and 1 is actually a flame hob. You've got space for a really generously sized fridge as well. Another thing you might notice about this kitchen is that it's actually wider than you would think. The wall-to-wall distance is actually very generous, so this means that one person can be on the sink while another person is cooking and still have plenty of space for someone else to walk through. This is because the owners really like entertaining and so they cook a lot, so the design aspect of this kitchen was very important to them. As we head from the kitchen, we're going to head into the service yard. So service yard is a great space that every home can benefit from. Over here you've got a dedicated area for your washer and dryer, place to hang your clothes, as well as an area for additional storage. As we head into the rest of the house, I'm going to show you the bedrooms next. As we head into the bedrooms, I'll point out a couple of things that we may have missed in the living room earlier. So one of the nice things is that the living room already has a fan installed for those days where you don't want to use the AC. But if you do want to use the AC, this unit comes with a high BTU Daikin aircon. So this one, because Daikin's a great brand, it very effectively can cool the entire living room and also has a great lifespan. As we head into the bedrooms, I want to point out that this unit, much like every other BTO, has a home shelter, which is great because nowadays ECs and newer condos don't have that anymore. So this gives you lots of storage space that's always very helpful. We're going to head into the common room next, and interestingly, despite the fact that the entire house has been renovated, this is the one room that has not been renovated, and I can tell you why that's a good thing. As you can see, this room has been left largely unchanged from original, the main difference being that they've installed a fan and a light as well as a Daikin AC unit. The owners currently have 2 young children, so the entire house has been kind of designed around the fact that it's meant to be kid-friendly. So this room is currently being used as a kid's room. But the great thing is that because there's no built-in furniture in here, as your family needs change in time, as maybe kids grow up and they need their own room or you need a study space, this room can be easily converted into those other uses as well. So this gives you a lot of flexibility in how you want to use the space, and is also a form of future-proofing when your needs change in the future. Now let me show you the master bedroom, which is an example of something that has been renovated to fit their current needs. So where I'm standing in right now would normally be the second common room, but what the owners did was that they took the wall down and combined the master bedroom and this common room together. The reason they did this is because they have very young children and they wanted a space where they could have the babies crib in the same room as them. So you notice that in this room here, what the owners have done is that they've installed a platform bed. So platform beds are great because keeping the mattress lower to the ground opens up the space vertically a little bit more. So this gives you more natural light and also makes the space feel more open and airy. The other thing that the owners did is that this platform bed also includes storage below, which is also another practical consideration in this room. As we head into what would be the original master bedroom, you'll notice that this would be where the original wall would be, that the owners took down to combine these 2 rooms together. But in place, they installed this curtain over here, so if you do want a little bit more privacy or segregation, you can just draw the curtain and close off the master bedroom from the sleeping area. You'll notice also that the home is in great condition. The original parquet flooring is still lovingly maintained. And behind me, as we head into the master bedroom, you see that it has 7 panels of wardrobe, which is great and not typically the amount of storage that you would see in a normal bedroom. So this gives you tons of storage throughout the entire house, and also is a great practical feature. You'll also notice that the master bedroom has a balcony area, which is a nice space to go out and maybe get a little bit of fresh air, and it's not something you very commonly see in a lot of BTO flats. The master bedroom also has a fan installed, much like every other room in the house, as well as its own attached toilet. Now let's head out and we'll share some of our closing thoughts and why we think that this is a great buy for you and your family. Today we've shown you a lovely 5-room flat in the Punggol area. Let's talk a little bit more about the location. So specifically, we're in the northeastern part of Punggol, nearer to Coney Island. This area is really well served, and you've got Oasis Terrace just a couple of minutes down the road, where you have a polyclinic and shops. The area also has childcare centres, schools, coffee shops, and groceries and supermarkets, as well as an LRT stop about 2 minutes away. Tebing Lane is also one LRT stop away, where you have entertainment options like prawning and a driving range, as well as restaurants, bars and cafes. It's also a really nice place to take a walk by the river and really kind of soak in everything that Punggol has to offer. This home has been beautifully designed in a way that really emphasizes family and hospitality, and you can also see that it's been very well maintained by the current owners. So it's in great moving condition for anyone that's interested. The home also recently MOP'd earlier this year, so it's still got a substantial amount of remaining lease left. If you would like to come and see the home in person, you can give one of our realtors a call and we'll be more than happy to set that up for you. If you like our content, you can follow us on any of our socials. For Inside Homes, my name is Tim, and I've had a great time sharing our insights with you today. Thank you.